This story comes to us from theadvertiser.com. And I'm here to butcher some more Louisiana names. Right, like Nolans. Is that what y'all say? Welcome to Nolans. But no, this is out of Lafayette. Lafayette, Louisiana. Somebody said I do butcher their names in Louisiana. You guys, I don't know what the hell you guys do think about. Baton Rouge. No, we're going to Lafayette where police officer Jacob Desormeaux, it's a French name, Desormeaux. At least I didn't say Demoriaux. No, Jacob Desormeaux was working an off-duty shift at a 24-hour eatery when a man walked in with a cup, which was against the restaurant's policy. The man walked out but returned some time later still holding the cup. Desormeaux told the man he wasn't allowed to bring the outside drink, and the man kept walking, drained the cup's contents, and put it on a table. Desormeaux grabbed the man, tussled with him, placed him in handcuffs, and later let him go, according to a shift-level investigation. Now, before that night, November 2020, Desormeaux had received corrective discipline 5 times for violating the department's body-worn camera policy, according to a disciplinary letter. The night before, he had received corrective discipline 5 times for violating the department's body-worn camera policy. And you cops wonder why we record you on the street. Why I do it, it's just something in my conscience. I can't give you a concrete answer. I could just say that it's my way of giving back to the community. It's my way of doing service to the community by saying, look, I'm recording it. Now, for our law enforcement here locally, they don't have body cameras here in town. So some of them should think they're stars that I'm recording. In fact, one officer, I'll name him, Deputy Alcala, has said that I helped him a couple of times with my recordings because they don't have body cameras. So I've helped them a couple of times. But you still get some law enforcement officers, not just here locally, but nationwide, that hate cameras. You know why you hate cameras? Because you're doing the wrong thing. 5 times this guy's been disciplined. If you're doing the right thing, you should be like, thanks for having my back, dude. And they may say, well, I'm not recording. I'm recording for you, man. I'm out here recording cops, whatever. But hey, thanks for having my back anyway, because I don't have a body camera. That's what cops should be saying. He was suspended for 20 days without pay, a discipline he initially appealed to the Lafayette Fire and Police Civil Service Board in April 2021. He later dropped that appeal, and it never went before the board for a hearing. Now, the Daily Advertiser requested records that would have been presented at that hearing, including a shift-level investigation. But the officer who had been with the department for 2 years at that point was disciplined for failing to turn on his body-worn camera or write a report about the incident that we just talked about, the eatery, and for violating professional conduct and responsibility order. A complaint alleging use of force was sustained. Desormeaux was working off-duty at the restaurant in the early morning hours of November 29th, 2020. He normally worked 4-hour shifts at the eatery every Saturday. He was off. That night, a man walked in with a group of friends. They asked him to keep an eye on the group because the staff was afraid they wouldn't pay their bill. What, they normally do that? And of course, you heard the man walked in with a cup. He was told to leave, comes back with a cup, and yada yada. So it talks about the tussle. You can read it. If you click the link below in the description box, it really is more, it's a lengthy story, and it tells you play by play what happened in that restaurant. But you know what he was thinking, right? I mean, we can speculate, we can come up with hypotheses, and we can come up with a theory, but this is a cop. I don't mean to bag on you law enforcement officers that watch my videos, but there are some of you out there that Even when they're off duty, they're like, I'm a cop, man. You know that? I'm a police officer. Yeah, in jeans and a t-shirt. I'm 24/7, buddy. They always say off-duty cop, right? And then when something happens, they say, well, police officers are police officers 24/7. Why do you set off-duty? Figure that one out. But what I'm getting to is this guy probably was pulling the cop thing. Even though he was off-duty, he was probably pulling the cop card at this eatery. No, at that point, you were just a security guard.